Campus Heroes is officially here, and in today's video, we're going to talk must-have cards. Whether you're a God Squad user, all money spent, have a big coin stack, this video is going to help you, or whether you're a budget player, we're going to talk about the budget cards as well. We're going to cover everything, so no matter what kind of player you are, however you play this game, you should be able to take something from today's video. So let's get started with the 78 overalls. We have Camus Grugier-Hill. A pretty bad card, honestly. Pretty bad, because he doesn't really get that. He's not good against the run, really. He doesn't really have good coverage stats either. But as a middle linebacker user, I really don't hate the option. 6'2", 220, 83 speed with 86 acceleration, and should be very affordable. So I really don't hate Camus Grugier-Hill. I really don't hate that card. We then have a 78 Laviska Shenault here. Laviska Shenault, don't worry about him. Okay, no matter what team you have, he should not be playing for you. We then have McCall Walker, who I feel like his name's familiar. I feel like he has had good cards. Unless he's a rookie, then I just look stupid right now. But I don't know why that name's familiar with me. But yeah, wouldn't touch him either at the 78 overalls. And normally last year we really didn't have this, but normally there's like one good budget card per overall. Khalil Herbert, don't worry about him either. And then we have Myles Murphy for our final 78. Could he be worth it? I mean, not bad at all. Really good speed for a 78. Obviously, you get what you expect here on the 78s. He's not going to have really any other stats, but good impact block with good speed, good hit power too. I like both for the 78s. If you're super budget, I really like both Myles Murphy and Camus Grugier-Hill. I do like Murphy more though. I think Murphy brings a lot more because Camus Grugier-Hill, there probably is budget users that are already at his level, where Myles Murphy, that speed at this overall and what his price tag is going to be is actually pretty fair. I think that's really good bang for your buck right there. We now have the free Tim Tebow. This is pretty much this literally is the RG3 from last year. 6 helmet stickers, fully upgraded Tim Tebow. This card has its pros, has its cons, but I would not say he's must have. Here are the stats if you guys want to see him like this when he's fully upgraded. And you guys see the holes. It's going to be the under 80 deep accuracy and the 76 mid accuracy. Those are the two problems. He's also a lefty, which is going to hurt the card. It just is. And you guys see, though, I mean, he's going to have good carrying. He actually does end up with an 82 juke move. And what's his trucking going to be? 84 trucking. So if you're someone that likes running the ball with your QB a lot, you're in a playbook where you're able to run the ball with your QB. He's going to have good carrying. He's going to be able to juke. But in Madden, in college football, it's a different game. QBs don't fumble as much. But in this game, QBs still have that high fumble chance. No matter what the carrying is, it doesn't matter. And then for the abilities, nothing special. But I would say, unless you're really in the mud at QB, Tebow could be a really good bridge QB for you. But if you have like Josh Allen or Jaden Daniels or Lamar Jackson or really any of the top-end QBs in this game right now, JJ McCarthy obviously too, even Baker I would probably take over him. There's a lot of guys I would take over Tim Tebow, but could be a solid bridge guy. And if you like playing from the pocket and being an elite passer, Tim Tebow is simply not for you. If you're looking to add any of these Campus Hero cards to your team, head to my sponsor, MMOEXP. Cheap, reliable MUT coins. Use code FREDDY at checkout for 5% off. A link for their website is in the description. We now have our 80 overalls. Getting started here with Austin Hooper, Patriots, Falcons, maybe one more team in there. I don't really remember. Can I check that? Just let me do that. Oh, he gets a bunch of teams. Browns, Titans, I missed it. Raiders, I missed a couple there in the middle. Hooper, though, yeah. Wouldn't touch him. I don't care. No, do not touch him unless he's there for chems. That's it. Austin Jackson. I'm gonna check his teams too. I think he's only a Dolphin. Yep, only a Dolphin. But you could use him on a Dolphins team. But really, outside of that, it's not like he's a super good budget, right tackle. He's just not. Jeff Okudah. What teams did Jeff play for? Texans, Lions, maybe one more in there, and Falcons for Okudah. On one of those teams, you could probably use him. 84 speed, 6'1", 83 acceleration. You have one of those teams, but again, not like a super good budget cornerback for everybody. Really only like a below average corner for one of those teams. Cam Jurgens, I believe he's only an Eagle. I'm going to be checking these though, because the guys I'm not familiar with. Yeah, only an Eagle. Cam Jurgens, yeah, probably not. 80 run block isn't terrible. Speed's not great either. 303. Yeah, maybe on an Eagles team, maybe if you want to. Offensive linemen aren't that big of a deal, though. We then have Calvin, I never know how to say his name. Chaseon. Not bad. Can he be a user? Nah, probably wouldn't user him. But off the edge, 77 finesse move. I mean, 84 speed with 86 excel off the edge. If you have like a good blitz or something like that, where, you know, you're able to get disengages off the edge, or just as a contain guy or a spy guy, he's pretty solid. And I believe he's Panthers Jaguars. Panthers Jaguars. Okay, I actually like him. He's probably the best 80 here as far as speed and build and being useful goes on the field, and maybe someone that you could pick up outside of a theme team if you need like a good spy or something like that, or a contain guy. That's really where this card's going to come in. Okay, 83 overalls. We start turning it up a little bit. We start turning it up with the 83s. John Jenkins is not that guy, though. Yeah, run stopper. 80 block shed. No, I'm not gonna vouch for him. But this card I will vouch for. Brian Thomas. I'm not sure what his price will be, because these cards directly go into the sets for the, you know, the neighbors card and things like that. So about 90K. But honestly, he's probably an A tier receiver. 6'3". He's got 88, maybe a little higher on. He's probably a high A tier, mid A tier receiver. This card is going to be really good. What's his after the catch stuff? You know, you're not going to get the quick spin or the quick juke, but good COD with a great build, 86 speed. If you have a Jags team, yes, sir. And the big thing with these cards is that if you pair him with Malik Neighbors, you are going to get those boosts as well. I think Brian Thomas is a must-have. If you're looking for a receiver, he's just going to be really good. That's all I can say. His gold card was amazing. This card will be no different. 83 Jeremy Chin. As a user, as an over-the-top guy, look at the stats. 6'3". Okay? So I like him. You can put him over the top if you need to. I do like him a lot as a user, though. Like, I really do. 81 C. What's the jumping? 86. Yeah, he's a stud. This card is really good. And you guys see, he has no Campus Hero Chem. There's no card to pair with Jeremy Chin, but as a user, as an over-the-top guy, Jeremy Chin, another must-have here for the 83s in that same price range. Maybe, probably at around where Brian Thomas is. These cards are both, you know, they're going to be sought after by the people that aren't going to spend a bunch of coins on these higher overall guys. AVT, Jet Legend. Will he be worth it? What's the speed? Don't love the speed on this card. And I'm telling you, if you're struggling running the ball like 0-1 trap or base runs or any run where you have a guard kind of pulling, having a faster offensive lineman it makes all the difference. Like, I added Latham to my team. He's so fast. He gets to this. He's able to seal the guy out that's, you know, kind of getting trapped. And it really does revolutionize things for you. AVT, all 80 pluses pretty much besides the run block power. 305. He's solid. I just don't like the speed. That's the main thing. I might use him for my Jets team just because, you know, I like having those chems. But outside of that, I don't know. Christian Barrymore. Who's his pairing card? Low speed, low acceleration. I don't love this card unless the pairing goes crazy. He pairs with Surtain. Yeah, I'm not. I mean, if you have Surtain, get Barrymore. Same thing if you have Neighbors, go get Brian Thomas. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like that. This guy can just be backup for you, but getting those little extra boosts does go a long way. Good impact block. But outside of that, it's not a card that I'm loving. You know what I mean? I'm not all over that one. We then have Kyron Williams. They did the man Kyron dirty, okay? They did. Where did Kyron even go to school? I'm actually not. Miami he went to? Oh, no, sorry. Notre Dame. My bad. He went to Notre Dame. I thought I forgot that he's not in the game yet. I thought it was Ricky Williams. I'm an idiot, actually. I really am. I should probably cut that out. But yeah, if you have all, get Williams at backup if you have room for it, of course, on your team. But this card is just not great. 81 speed is not what we're really looking for in a card. Quay Walker. This is another one of those guys that's sought after. I'm going to be honest. Like, he's with Chin. He's with Brian Thomas. 85 speed, 88 acceleration on the user. 75 CD, a little bit scary, but that build with the acceleration is going to feel really, really good. However, Diablo's better. I like Jack Campbell better as well as users in this game right now. So do what you want with that information. If you do get Trayvon Walker and you want to, you know, you're going to get Quay Walker anyway because it's going to give you the +1 to the jumping, the impact block, the block shot, the pursuit, and the zone coverage, then, you know, you could use Quay. He's a solid option. Is he the best? No, but he's solid and probably will be in around that same price range as Brian Thomas and Jeremy Chin. And finally, for our last 83, we then have Bryce Young. Bryce Young? All right. Okay, Bryce. I'm surprised he doesn't have a guy to pair with. Not bad. I mean, not terrible. Like, what is his price at? Like, he's not. I'm sure they're all going to be around the same price. No, see, 71 for him. See, the higher ones. Yeah, that's not. I mean, he can probably win you games. Is he better than Tebow? No, but if you want to use Bryce Young, he's there. I wouldn't say he's not a must-have. I'm not putting that stamp on him, but he's all right. He's better than I thought he was going to be. We now have the free JC Horn. I believe it is 30 wins in college OT, which is honestly not terrible at all. 85 speed with 86 acceleration. I believe he does not get all 32. I was really hoping that he would when the card was first kind of leaked, but a solid card. 6'1", 85 speed. I think he's worth it. I mean, if your corners are super stacked, if you have like Revis, Cromartie, and like all the guys, Sherman, like maybe not, but free is always me. I will probably play college OT. It's a lot of fun, actually. It's probably one of my favorite house rules each year. It's a really good one. So I like JC Horn. I like him. I do. What's the COD though? Yeah, not bad. Yeah, I would say play this. It's worth it. It is. We now have the champions, and I cannot stress this enough. All the variants. They got like 3 different variants. This one, and this one, right? They're all different, but they're all the same. Okay, your card looking different in your binder is not worth paying extra for. If it's the same price, sure. If you want your card to look a little cooler, do whatever you want. But the stats are literally all the same. There's no difference, just alternate card arts that are supposed to be more rare. There's only 500 of them or whatever. So they're going to be up in price, obviously. But if they are all the same price amount, then they're all the same card. Don't stress about you not having the reverse hollow variant. It makes no difference as far as how the cards actually play. So let's get started with Malik Neighbors. The only problem I have really with this card is that no fast spin, right? And you have Ocho that gets the fast spin, you have a Dunze that gets the fast spin, and you get Marvin Harrison that all get the fast spin. Marvin Harrison, you're going to have to boost his spin by 1, but once he gets it, I think Marvin is the best wide receiver in the game. He gets the best X factors. It's just all there. The size, the build, it's all there for Marvin Harrison. And although Malik and Marvin are the same, I think it's a pretty sizable gap between Malik and Marvin. I really do. Will that be how it is in real life? We'll find out in a week or so. But yeah, Malik Neighbors is solid. The thing is, like, to say he's must-have when there is solid budget options at receiver, when Marvin Harrison exists, when Randy Moss is a 180, I think Malik's better than Randy, but I don't know if he's must-have. I'm not gonna must-have Stam. If you want to use him, sure, but like, I wouldn't go out of my way to really use the card. You know what I mean? And again, Brian Thomas and him together, you're going to get +1 catching, +1 COD, +1 juke move, +1 catch in traffic, and +1 mid route running. Imagine they made it so you can run Neighbors and Thomas together, and Neighbors gets the fast spin. That would have been a W. But they didn't do that. But Neighbors, I think he's a top 4 wide receiver in the game. I do think so. Like a Dunze on a 32, I probably would lean him just because of fast spin and better size. Ocho the same thing. Ocho mainly just because of fast spin. And then Marvin is just better. There's no way around it. Marvin is just the best in the game right now. Marvin's one of the best cards I've ever used in MUT. Like, he's that dominant when I use the guy. We then have Joe Alt. Right tackle, Joe Alt. Joe Alt at right tackle. Right tackle is a kind of a deep position. We already have Martin, Lane, Conklin. We already have some options there. But Joe Alt, he's going for about 350 right now, by the way. Malik's going for about, I think it was 470 last time I checked, which is pretty up there. But like 350, 370 for Alt. That's kind of around where the other right tackles are going, and I do think he's the best right tackle. So if you're in this price range, I would say Alt is somewhat must-have. If you're in that range, like he's that good. He's 6'8". I mean, I can't believe the dude is 6'8", 322. That size out there is gonna go crazy, especially with weight mattering more in this game. With these blocking stats, there's no holes in it. Only problem with the card is his speed and acceleration, but it's not terrible. It's not. I mean, it's pretty close to Latham 70, and at 6'8", he's gonna move pretty well. Next up, we got Pat Surtain. PS2 here. Let's see what he's got. Okay, 86 speed, 6'2", 87 acceleration. I don't actually. Let me take a look at the landscape here for corners. Don't want to make any mistakes. So Stingley, 6 foot, 87, going for a mil. Mel Blunt, 86. He's without question a top end corner with what he's got here. With what he's working with right now, let me see the abilities as well. Are the X factors on him? He gets closer. And again, you cannot get rid of this. It is so frustrating that you cannot get rid of closer. You can. So you have to run closer, which is kind of a stupid. I mean, it's not stupid, but it's not great. And he's more of a man-to-man guy. So most likely you're going to be running this card without abilities. Like, just most likely. You probably will be, but build-wise and COD-wise and even, maybe not. Tackling's not bad, but press, all that stuff. I would say Surtain. Let me see the price tag on PS2. I'm leaning must-have for him. We do have a lot of 500K. We have a lot of corners in the game, though. We do have a lot. This is a tough one. Man, I'm leaning must-have. I like the consistent stats on him. Like, Revis is better because Revis gets the good X factor. I would say he's better than Sherman because he's balanced. If you're just playing zone, though, you might lean Sherman, but I don't even know. He gets +1 speed over Sherman. There's a debate. There's a real debate. It's just tough stamping these cards as must-haves. I think he's good. It really depends on what your corners look like. It's really what it comes down to. That's really what it comes down to with PS2. If his price is a little cheaper, maybe he gets into that range. But right now, I don't know. All right, this one I do like because I think Lumberjack is actually pretty good. Like, it's not bad. It helps you force fumbles, and you get Lurk Artist, and okay, Enforcer and Secure Tackler. Honestly, if you have room and you just want to run Lumberjack, I don't hate it. But 85 speed, 87 acceleration, 85 power moves, good block shed, 6'5", 270. I guess the vision with giving him Lurk Artist is that you can like click off and pull him off the line, like some people were doing in past Maddens. I think it was last year. But not a guy if you're gonna drop him in the coverage, make sure you're using the guy, please. But I think Trayvon Walker is really good. Walker's good. We'll take a look at the outside linebacker landscape, and Uche's good. Uche's good. 87 finesse. But the build on Trayvon Walker, it kind of goes crazy. That's the reason why I'm leading him. Lawrence Taylor is definitely better than him. I think Lawrence Taylor probably the best edge rusher in the game right now. Like, he's better than Jalen Phillips. Is he better than Dallas Turner? Yeah, he's better than Dallas Turner, I'd say. Trayvon Walker top end. What's the price tag going for? I feel like maybe Trayvon Walker could be one of the cheaper ones. Obviously, corner receivers more premium, like 366. We'll probably get down like 350, maybe even 320 as GBC will go. In that range, he's a dominant card. I think he'll be a really good pass rusher. His cards always play good. I think he's probably it might be controversial what I'm about to say, but I think he's probably he might be the best 86 for just how he's going to play on the field. And even in the landscape, like, Lawrence Taylor's not achievable or obtainable for a lot of people, being 1.1 mil. Like, Uche is the only other guy that really rivals him at the outside linebacker, pass rush position, really. And has decent versatility, like being able to get Lurk Artist if you want to run that X Factor. It's decent versatility. So now let's talk LTDs. We have Danian Tomlinson. LT, please give him the fast spin. Yes, they gave him the fast spin. This card's not bad. The only problem is that CJ2K exists, and he is still better. He's better than ETN. I think LT is sitting comfortably in the number 2 spot for the running back position right now. He might, like, if he was a champion, he probably would be pretty affordable because people really would be like, Chris Johnson exists. But for 1.3 or even 1 mil, no, he's not worth it. He's not a must-have. Don't do it to yourself. Don't do it. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. And finally, we have Chase Young. Chase Young, can he be a guy? Chase Young, can he be a guy? I mean, this is pretty much Trayvon Walker, right? Unless his X Factor's broken. I didn't even show you LT's X Factors. I know what they were already, but yeah, I would say probably no. I don't like Chase Young at all. Like, why would you get Chase Young when you can just have Trayvon Walker for the same? I mean, obviously there's Steam Teams things too, but 800K, like, no, dude. No. If he had some like crazy X Factor, maybe. And here are LT's X Factors, by the way, if you guys want to see those. But both LTDs, I would say no to. I mean, he gets Spin Cycle, but we know who gets Evasive, and that's Chris Johnson. He's just better. Simple as that. But I would say he's RB2. But is there a gap? Yeah, there is a bit of a gap. And it's crazy. I have a Jets Steam Team. I'm not even going to touch Danian Tomlinson. Also, one of my favorite players of all time. For that price tag, I cannot justify it. So, our must-have cards today. The champions, I really can't say any of them besides Joe Alder best at their position. And the fact he's an O-lineman kind of makes me a little scared to give him that must-have. Like, I really can't say any of the 87 pluses are the best at their position. And, like, these guys are 86 pluses, and the LTDs just aren't worth it, in my opinion. Down here, though, I like Quay. I like Quay a lot. But my 2 must-haves are definitely Jeremy Chin, Brian Thomas today, and Tebow's a good bridge QB, like I said. Miles Murphy, solid. Kamuguchi, yeah. There's, it's a solid drop. I like the names. A lot of fun names to use for sure. So have a great rest of your day, and hit the subscribe button before you leave. Hit the subscribe button.